to me.
Baby girl,
just slow it down, let your body speak.
Speak.
I know that timing is everything.
Got me weak.
All I got is infinity.
See it.
Infinity.
Let it talk to me. Just slow it down, let your body speak. I know that timing is everything.
All I got is infinity. Infinity.
You got the vibe and I'm feeling you, girl. Missing my flag cause you show me the world. Your body be talking, I love what I heard. If this is the night, then just give me the word. Give me the word, show me a sign. Tell me you're ready and I'll make you mine. And what I'm sipping and this ain't no lies. Be a dark girl when me looking at your eyes. I can't see you overanalyze everything, girl. Cause you can't put your trust in everything. But it's a must cause your body keep flirting. Make the rhythm just keep on working. Baby girl, I'm hurting. Cause your body does keep on twerking. But your eyes keep looking and lurking. I got all the time in the world. Let it talk to me. Set it. Just slow it down, let your body.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Tries to pass it through, and it's made. Rummenigge! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and
He's going for goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And that has been cleared. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. And he skips past his man. It's a lovely, neat pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Schneider. Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Pelé unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. He's played it long. Cruyff conjures time and space where few can. And it's Luis Suarez. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Bellingham, very nicely done. And here's Cruyff. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Has to go back here, it's Schneider! He's done very well to get to that.
Schneider actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Pirlo getting this one clear. Now it's Del Piero. Vieira cuts out the pass. Mateus. Now it's Luis Suarez. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. And this is Schneider. Schneider's... Oh, good effort! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would. Portugal really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Pelé. And this is Del Piero. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Pelé really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Rummenigge. Mateus. Zola. Zola charging forward, the ball at his feet. Opts to play it. Zola! Oh, super goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Smart. And that is the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
Please
and we are up to the break.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each.
Substitution for Portugal, number 14, Schneider. Coming on to replace him is...
So once again, we're underway.
Mateus.
Portugal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Oh, he's all alone, and he shoots! There it is!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Nicely aimed pass. Wolverhampton needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they
It's Pelé! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Oh, that's a fine interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Cruyff! And no mistake. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And that's been won straight back. Zola. Portugal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Nicely weighted ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Tries to play it through. It's not an especially good pass, that. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Luis Suarez. Vieira. And here's Bellingham. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Luis Suarez, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Picked out brilliantly. He's having a shot! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
And that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
Substitution.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Portugal palpably stronger, better, superior. Rummenigge. He's having a hit! Rummenigge! Truly a man who will pass the test of time! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! They are playing them off the park! He just absolutely speared that in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! And he's quick to get rid. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Can he get on the end of this? Goes for a shot! Oh, good finish. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Wolverhampton get their goal. A bit of respectability restored. And this is Luis Suarez. He's a sharp little ball here. Good read, needed to be. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. There will be 4 extra minutes. And it's Bellingham. Mateus. Now it's Pelé. He can run onto that. Vieira deals with that. And that is as far as it goes. Portugal looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch, and clearly so together. That was